Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. I'm the team lead, the senior broker of Team Rennick, part of that great Mangrove Realty Associates family. What's going on at St. Armands Circle? That's what we're about to share. My guest today with Out and About with Mike is Mr. Stephen Reed. He's the publisher and the owner of the Longboat Key News and the Sarasota City News.
All right.
Our elbow bump. One day we're going to be able to shake hands.
We're getting closer.
But that day's a ways
Yeah.
away. So you're going to hear a lot of noise in the background. Where are we, Steve?
We are at the very entrance of St. Armands Circle. We're on the entranceway if you were heading from the mainland, and here's the crosswalk right in front of Starbucks. Over to the further along is the Columbia restaurant. But we're at the entrance to the big shopping district in the area, and I wanted to meet here today to talk about some of the businesses that have come and gone and the effect of COVID on the circle.
So let me share this before we get going.
Yeah.
The noise you hear in the background, the traffic, these are the sights and sounds of Sarasota. This video is being shot live, well, it's being recorded, but uncut, uncensored, no videographer. So Steve and I just want to bring you an update on what's happening here at this beautiful circle. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, obviously it's been a tough year. Last year, the irony is, 2 years ago, the city opened up a big parking garage here, public parking, to accommodate the sheer number of visitors and tourists that enjoy the circle. Of all of the places in the region, only the beaches bring more visitors than St. Armands Circle. So it's a very important hub for our city.
Well, the good thing here is it's not the visitors like Steve is sharing, but the locals hang out here. The nice thing about St. Armands is you can park your vehicle and you can walk around and you can see all the shops. So we have a mix of the locals and all the visitors like Steve shared.
Yeah, great place for coffee and ice cream and so on. So at any rate, COVID comes along, and as always, the circle's always been a tough place for a retailer, for businesses, because you have a season. You have to make your business work, usually within 6 or 7 months of intense activity. Then you have a long off season. So it's usually challenging. Always been tough, especially for restaurants. There's been some mainstays like the Columbia, like Cafe La Europe, that have been here for decades. But then there are the little shops that always come and go. Ice cream shops like Hippos. We had we have shops that sell little ice cream bars, and gelato shops have come and go. And so what we're seeing is, through this COVID experience, is the main restaurants, the Shore, the Columbia, the ones that could adapt, the ones that could do food to go, survived, and they're back, they're flourishing, they're open. Some of the little shops went away, but we have new ones that have come back.
Let me give just a little background. Eric and I went for a walk early in the COVID experience, and there were over 20 stores that were boarded up. Now the windows weren't boarded up with plywood. That's more of a figure of speech, but they were closed and they weren't coming back. So that's a significant, think of what that means. Not only the business owners, but all the employees, all of the building owners, all are impacted by that. Go ahead, Steve.
So anyway, one thing Mike and I talked about was having this little video in front of the new Mini Donuts. There's a mini donut shop that opened up. There's a whiskey bar.
The donut shop, I kind of vetoed that one. The donut shop would be dangerous for me to stand out in front, given the fact I'm still trying to lose weight. So
It's a big calorie treat. We are across the street. You can't see it, to the back of the camera is Armands Island. That's one of the biggest construction projects that's been going on for the last couple of years. That store's undergone tremendous construction, renovation. They're building a second floor level that'll be a snack thing. The Shore has proven that people like to eat upstairs and dine from a balcony, so they're gonna have a little balcony experience over at Armands Island when they open. That's a big deal. Other new news on the circle worth mentioning is the crossing guards are coming back. The city, FDOT, and Longboat has always argued on how to effectively get cars through quickly and get the pedestrians through quickly. They're at odds with each other. The pedestrians tend to go one by one and slowly. So the pedestrian crossing program will get some guards in here from FDOT, and they'll use clickers, and they'll move visitors across in packs of people to try to make it efficient. You'll start to see that in a couple months. That's a new thing coming, Mike.
So they're really starting to prepare for the future. Would you say right now that traffic might be down a little bit because of the virus. There's less visitors here this winter than we normally see.
There is less. There's been some travel restrictions. People are getting their shots, and also people from other countries are obviously hesitant. But I do believe it's gotten quite busy in the last couple weeks. I know the traffic levels are up. We're starting to see little traffic jams, nothing like it used to be in years past. But we're starting to see traffic. I think season's coming back.
Okay.
It's feeling optimistic.
The weather's beautiful, of course. West coast of Florida, climate's fantastic. But the news is, yes, St. Armands took a bump. They were definitely impacted by COVID. But store owners are investing their money. People are coming. Stores are coming back. New stores are opening, correct?
Yeah, it's always a function of the market. St. Armands Circle will always lease its spaces. I mean, the rents adjust to the market, so it's worth coming down here for a walk. There's a good 7 or 8 new shops. There's about 5 or 6 new eateries that have opened. It's kind of a neat time to come.
So, in summary, St. Armands is still a beautiful place. We still have a lot of visitors and a lot of locals that hang out here. It seems to be recovering from the impact of the COVID virus. We at Team Rennick, for those of you that are a regular watcher, we support Ladies Night. It's the 3rd Thursday. That's coming up again this week on Thursday. We support it with a drawing, gift cards and stuff like that. So we're all part of telling the story of Florida's West Coast. Steve is a great partner to do this.
Appreciate that.
We'll keep you up to date with more things happening at St. Armands Circle, but I'd like to thank those of you that are watching. Steve, thank you.
Thank you, and I want to remind everyone we are Super Bowl champions now.
That's when you say we, that is who? Who won the Super Bowl?
We are going to say Florida forever.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks. Good job, Steve.
I don't know what you did, but